Greetings, housemates, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play XCOM Art of War. I'm Fwop, and we've got a crash site on our hands. We are one day away from an access lift and alien weaponry. The access lift is going to let us dig towards this steam pile here. Steam being the cheapest but most cost-inefficient energy source. But it is real cheap. It's cheap enough you could build one, because they only cost 80 credits. You could build one at the beginning of the month and destroy it before you pay the upkeep, if you need to. They also build quite fast. But then, of course, the placement is random is the problem. Okay, we've got... We could send out 3 specialists. Or if we just skip this one, we'll have a pretty healthy looking roster in 3 days. If we don't skip this one, well, I guess we could have 5 rookie squaddies if we're lucky. Okay, we're gonna go for it. Who are we missing? We have no Rocketeers and no assaults, according to my little counter up here. If I had to pick an assault, oh, this guy, -4. The negative defense can be a huge penalty for most classes, but for one that specializes in damage reduction, kind of tanking, that's not so bad. Or for snipers who just stay really far away and don't get shot at much. It's not so, it kind of ameliorates the problem, but for the assaults it can actually be an asset. And maybe for biotank sleepers. Okay. So, this guy would make a great assault. Look at that speed, that horrible defense. The health, if they have low health, I think Will to Survive from the assaults is better than the sleepers, kind of much slower to ramp up passive defenses. So assault's probably the way to go with this one. So let's go for it. Plus assaults are always good against UFOs because they can really close that gap. Note, health goes up by 1 and speed goes up by 1 when you become an assault, and a little bit of aim, of course. So lots of goodies. Do note when you're looking at the stats that you get the stats for leveling up immediately, I believe. I've played this game a long time, and as I've watched it, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, is when you've got the symbol here but you haven't chosen your perk yet, you are seeing the improved stats from leveling up. I think. I don't know. Actually, we can test that. Let's see. The chances that these guys had 50, yeah, well, anyway, let's watch. Okay, Sarah Stratton. No, I think it's the other way around. Anyway, I take it back. I don't actually know. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, I got distracted. Okay. Rocketeer would be good. Rocketeer movement, really good in a Rocketeer. Defense is pretty good, but if we go for a long range one, and it looks like the game's already decided. All right, so we've got 50. Go Rocketeer. She got 6. Okay, so you do get your stats for leveling up when you choose your perk. Now you also get stats for selecting your initial class in my mod. And of course some perks come with stats. All right, anyway, we've got that. Okay, we'll worry about the loadout later. So there's an assault and a Rocketeer, and now it's all gravy. The only thing we have 2 of are infantry and command. But command are so good. However, snipers also good. With 1 defense, positive defense, I tend to think infantry, people who aren't going to have many defensive perks but will be on the front line. And scouts. Sleeper are pretty good early on. low health. Let's go with sniper. Okay. With a sniper, a rocketeer, and assault, we've got some heavy weapons here. That is, soldiers that are difficult to maneuver, but if they're properly prepared, can be devastating to enemies. You really need those to crack open superior numbers if you can't hack a straight-up firefight. And generally, a straight-up firefight is bad, but as you saw in our last UFO mission, it's totally possible. All right, and then we're going to bring some rookies. We've got range, that's good. And rookies cannot provide the heavy weapons kind of specialty, except through grenades. Alien weaponry, yeah, let's just go ahead and get this over with. Okay, I want my assault up front. Sniper in the back. Forest, heavy vegetation. My Rocketeer I also want in the front. The Rocketeer, range for the Rocketeer is an interesting beast. Okay, so with heavy vegetation, I'm going to expect to generally have high cover available for choice units. Ballistic mantle assault. And of course, for enemies to have heavy cover fairly regularly. Motion tracker. Breaching kit? $15 mobility. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go super tanky here. Rocketeers generally can't afford all that weight. Plus, alright, we really don't want you to panic. They've got a lot of things to carry. We're gonna carry tons of rockets and a trophy so that we don't flip out. Skirmisher rack will make up for it. You can go with the breacher rack, but of course then you can't steady aim, which is super important for Rocketeers. Reflex rack is going to lose you to mobility, but it'll give you some decent overwatch. However, with the large number of rockets you can carry, skirmish rack should be fine this early in the game when there just aren't that many enemies. And here, do I want a full-length sniper rifle? Go with the ballistic mantle. I'm gonna take the cutthroat in case anything gets past me. Okay, both of those improve our aim, which is very good. Let's take extended magazine. The sniper rack does have 3 ammo, so extended magazine is gonna let us use flush twice in a row or flush after. We don't have much else. But of course it also gives us access to flush. Okay. Who do we want? Some good choices here. Let's not sweat it too much. Although I do want some with some high aim. Okay, I went for 2 high aims, and otherwise just the top 3 people. Okay, 46. You're going to be our medic. Always want to take at least 1 medikit. Don't want you to panic. Shotgun should be fine. Okay, what about you? 48, 4, 3, 13. Let's go with the reflex rack. It is the most accurate weapon as far as bonus. Demo rigging. Needle grenades. Let's go with shotgun. Shotgun really is pretty damn good. Sadly, rookies can't use later shotguns, so only for the ballistic tier do you get the joy of rookie shotgunners. Because everyone, even I know how to use the shotgun fairly well. Okay, Breacher Rack. We're gonna go Hardcore Grenadier on this one. We are a little slow. Let's actually go Skirmisher. And we'll spend one of those extra mobility points, go with the Mach 10, so we can kind of double blast, double rapid fire if we need to. Okay, very accurate, very healthy, low mobility. Okay, let's focus on that accuracy. Extended magazines. Rifleman will be fine. Very nice. Generally, weapon mods don't slow you down, so if you just want to focus on your character's weapons with your modifications instead of grenades or medikits and stuff, you can get them a lot more mobile. And here, thinking the same thing. Laser sight, telemetrics kit. Extended mags. That last one. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling the need for some smoke grenades to come with me. And we could use one more battle scanner. That motion tracker, sorry, that's what I meant. Okay, I think we're set. We've got smokes, we've got one medikit, which doesn't seem to be that much in demand if we play well. We've got two heavy weapons in our full length, our long rifle sniper, and our Rocketeers loaded for bear. Couple shotguns, couple kind of accurate rookies. Let's do this. Of course, your early game goal, once again, is to get all your rookies leveled up. Those first 3 levels are just super important.
The downed UFO is in a remote area.
Some people too lazy to put their shirts on, their armor on yet.
Crash site. We should be able to prevent any civilian casualties.
All right. You can and should bring a lot of soldiers on missions till you have veterans and command experience. Yeah, I was just saying that, right? It's like I wrote these. Gotta remember I buffed up the drones a little bit. And sometimes in these opening shots, they won't accurately represent where you're landing on the map, but they can show you meld canisters that are actually on the map. Okay, like I said, we're gonna have lots of heavy cover. We're gonna be fighting against lots of heavy cover here. If you know that's the case, then needle grenades are a great way to go. And heavier armor can be a good option, though it does cut down on your mobility. Okay, Rocketeers really need to be set up in good positions based on, they need to steady aim and fire, usually. So it's usually move, steady, and then fire next turn. So you want heavy cover, stuff like that for them. Okay, first things first, popping a motion tracker at the very beginning can be so good, and putting it on your farthest forward unit is great. So, since you can tell where your units will be when you're loading out your squad, put some with a motion scanner in front. Do yourself a favor. Okay, looks like it's 5 aliens up here-ish. I forget exactly how far. Yeah. I think it's got a range about 50% farther than you can see. Maybe double what you can see. Anyway, aliens there. Which means this position should be good to target them. Now what we do have to prevent is flanking, and I'm glad that drone didn't shoot us up. Okay, aggression hardened. Does have that 5 health. Yep, they're definitely buffed. Okay, now running gun would be great. It doesn't hurt to double move the person with the scanner as well on the turn you activate it, as they will go aggression and Slayer. Yeah, we need to wound that guy pretty bad. Plus we don't want, if that one flanks and gets a shot off, it's almost a guaranteed crit against anyone in light armor. And of course that means, and then he'll do bonus damage, so that's probably an instant kill if someone with aggression and Slayer gets a flank on a lightly armored trooper. So we need to prevent that. We're probably gonna run and gun him up here, and then that'll really cover a huge swath of scanning as he goes. So he's our toughest. He can handle being out here, we hope. Okay, we got some flank shots. Also note the scanner, you want to take a look at that after you move. Looks like no other squads are really close to in range. This one has Slayer, but not aggression. And let's see if we can pick off this close one. That flanking shot might be a one-hit kill, but there's no guarantees. Now she can also run and gun, but I'm not seeing any great positions, and I hate to use up all the running guns immediately. That drone could flank us, but they really don't do too much damage. I could flush. Okay, who can move where? Got another good charge here. Is that a flank? I don't believe it's a flank, but it's a great shot. You can bully sectoids by running into them, generally. Okay, sitting out the open's not an option. That drone will whittle away at anyone. Okay, let's see if we can do some work with our riflemen. If I move here, it looks like I can only target the drone.
I'm on the move.
The rifleman is kind of who I need to hit the drone. Although that's not bad. Oh, we left her nowhere to go. Nowhere to run to. Maybe we should move her to that position, yeah. And what? That's not, oh, that is covered good. Okay, one thing we really want is to not get rolled up on behind us without having some idea. And apparently to see a meld. Meld canisters often have defending squads, but sometimes the aliens don't have enough squads. Okay, we just need to crush this squad. The faster you crush your first squad, the safer the map gets for you. Okay, hard to miss, 64% chance to crit. Not quite enough. keep our medic back. I want someone with running gun over here on the right in case things go wrong. And I guess our medic will have to do. I can flank this one.
Get out of there.
Good, good. We deal 2 damage. 1 DR from cover. Saved them. That's great. That lets us pick this guy off.
Nailed him.
Since this looks like it's turning out fairly well, I want to take this meld, and this Grenadier may be just the person who helps me do that effectively. Yeah, hitting and killing that drone is far from guaranteed. I do feel like generally snipers have better opportunities over here. That may have been a better spot for my sniper, but we'll deal.
Orders confirmed. On
So
the
we'll
move.
just get you out of the way. If I hit it now, if I strike it down now, it could become harder to kill than before. Because drones have I don't want to get shot in the back by the drone either.
Stepping off.
Let's hope our reconnaissance efforts were enough. Good. Let's go into Overwatch. Maybe we'll scare the drone. And we're unlikely to hit it.
I'm pinned down.
Interesting. Does that mean the drone picked that target? Oh yeah, and there's hollow targeting. Thankfully our DR shrugged it off.
You just got
Ooh, maybe Overwatch was not the right choice. Should have readied up for this unfortunateness. Wow, did that one close in on us. Okay, and this guy's still got something left to say. 58% chance to hit, but we shrug it off. And if you don't take more damage than your DR, that is if you take no damage because your DR prevents it, I don't believe it reduces your DR, or at least not by nearly as much. Okay. Our sniper's got choices. There's someone with Slayer that we can pick off. That seems optimal. Sometimes you just take the best shots you got. When there's tons of enemies, yeah, that's generally how I think. I go from, what enemy's most dangerous to kind of, how do I kill as many enemies as possible? Shredder rockets are great, even if you haven't steady aimed, because they kind of hit everything. There are a lot of aliens out there, though. You're being suppressed. These guys have to know they're in trouble. Okay, let's trigger her motion tracker. I believe it detects cloaked ones, too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5. 6. That one.
Moving.
Okay, we're gonna shift up. It looks like there's another one probably right there. Either way, this one we need to die.
No longer a threat.
Cancels that suppression.
Moving out.
Might as well roll up on this guy too, since this is exactly what shotguns are for, that close range, dirty work. Okay, still a bit nervous about what might be over here. But it looks like we can dash up here. That means
Moving.
my Grenadier is a bit far to deal with anything. So we're just going to use them to collect that. Okay, our sniper already did some work. Smoke. Those guys shouldn't need smoke. Note that this drone on the ground is a great target. We've been hollow targeted though. Hardened. Hardened. Because it's on the ground, it's pretty susceptible to crits. Now also, we have anti-material charges. So if we catch one of these drones with any kind of explosive, it's probably in trouble. Sucks. Why did I make drones better? Who told me to make drones better? Somebody. I don't want to get beat up by drones. I also don't want to get flanked by sectoids, and that's definitely going to happen if we're not careful, so... Let's move up. Oh, ho, 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 a flank, huh? I'll take it. We're going to ignore these drones-ish for now.
Damn it.
If we can secure a kill, the sectoids are really the deadly ones.
Got it.
Okay, let's try and take this thing out then.
No longer a threat.
5 damage, just enough to kill it. And that's the best possible damage roll. Now we could charge up and get the flank shot there, but...
Headed there now.
Okay, it's DR's 1. Pretty sure its DR will jump up.
On the move.
Okay, we're gonna move here. Steady weapon. Hopefully we don't get flanked by sectoids. Nope, suppression's good. Alright, the drone lands. Okay, thankfully our armor's innate DR soaks one of the damage.
How about a little help?
Oof. Okay, the sectoids get mean. Yeah, the drones start repairing. But should be all right. Okay, I'm gonna try and unman these sectoids. You know the kind of unmanning I need.
Eat this.
Hopefully we'll knock them both out. Very good. Okay, we don't want to take up both spots. Okay, one in the air, one on the ground. Shotgun's much better against the ground one because your crit chance is much higher since it doesn't have the flying anti-crit bonus. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe our sniper can finish it off. Sniper rifles are good first shots. Anything with a high base damage or high... Oh, really? That's flanked.
Okay. Missed.
Try and close in and finish it off. Where can she move?
Position confirmed.
Okay, so once you hit a drone, once it takes damage, it does have adaptive armor, so its DR will go up, which really nerfs shotguns.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Okay, we're gonna go all out. Oh, miss is bad.
Wow, shot wide. On my way.
If we're lucky. Oh, that's luckier than I thought. I was gonna say if we're lucky, it'll just hit someone who will
On my way.
suffer some armor loss. Okay. Not gonna take the meld trap. Doesn't sound like that meld's gonna pop anytime soon. Not gonna take it with my last soldier. Okay.
Okay.
But I will take it with my first action.
Got it.
Great. Okay, imagine, so we've taken out 2 large pods. Got quite a few people on low ammo.
Got it. Moving.
Okay, let's position our Rocketeer. It's not a bad shot.
I'm rolling.
Got it. Moving.
Oops. Always forget to turn on my mouse programming. So useful though. Okay, here they are.
Rock.
Reload.
Heading to that location. We're green to go.
Okay, we got out with no wounds somehow. Nice. Come back to you.
Affirmative.
Oh. Oh, misclick. Alright, well, we're going to play it super safe this round. And by that, I mean I'm actually going to spend a motion tracker to make sure there are no sectoids lurking.
It's killing time.
And we're going to just reload
I'm on it, Commander.
and play it nice and safe.
We're green to go. You hear that?
Okay, so let's see. Not the best aiming solution, but no one rolled up on us, so. You've got a battle
I'm on
scanner,
the
so
move.
get up here. And let's have that thing. Right here.
Let's get a better view.
Alright, what are we looking at? Okay, it's all the way out on the other side. And I don't see any other aliens, but I feel like there must be another squad somewhere. However, since we heard it, it's the closest thing to us, which means the other squad is farther away. Yeah, this should allow for some prime positioning. Steady weapon for that rocket next turn. Sniper. What about that shot?
On my way.
Oh, look. I can see it from here.
Rock and roll.
Let's reload then.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Okay, grenades, pretty useful against Outsider. Charge is back up and ready to go.
Location confirmed. Rolling out.
Okay, mobility, and the need to get in and start fighting quickly. Just trumping caution at the moment.
Moving to designated position.
And not for that battle scanner, I'd have to be a lot more cautious on this approach. Okay. Let's do this. Sniper first. Pretty sure there's another pod out there, so I'd love to finish this guy off quickly.
Here they come.
Could have set up some Overwatch, but yeah, looks like he was outside pretty much everyone's sight range. If I hit him with a rocket and a grenade, that should be the end of him. If we destroy his cover, that would be good too.
Won't even know what hit him.
Good, good. Anyone who hasn't leveled up yet? Everyone says they leveled up.
On my way.
Okay, her crappy weapon's definitely the worst, but let's go for a spray and pray.
I need ammo.
Very nice. Yep, so as you've seen, definitely not the last. Nice to have a rifleman over here for that Sentinel Overwatch. As my suspicion would be that they'll come charging up on the left. But maybe...
Position confirmed.
Yeah, it does look like that will be the case.
I'm on it.
Let's throw the smoke while it won't be using up anyone's turn. Cover these two. Someone will probably take this the soldier spot and benefit from that smoke.
I'm on the move. Roger. I've got
Overwatch
eyes
against
on.
that incoming squad.
Roger that.
Let's rush in here. I do believe this is the last alien group.
What was that sound?
And some nice flanks from in here would be solid. Uh-oh. Came a little farther this way than I thought they would. Ooh, very solid. Yeah, the DR's already kicked up. Remember, their DR should be dropping a bit, though. Very nice. We just barely took that guy out. Okay, even if the shredder does not hit most of these guys, it will actually shred them, even if they're anywhere close to the radius. Of course, the scatter on that. Oh, interesting. Okay, or not. I don't know.
I'm on the move.
Okay, this assault is definitely our toughest. Let's get in here. Why are you so hard to kill? Guess this guy's aim just sucks. Well, let's finish off this drone instead. 7 damage on a non-crit? Oh yeah, it's shredded. I was like, what? Okay, sadly, our sniper doesn't have much to add. Okay, time to get really aggressive and come bully these guys.
Got it, moving.
Also, this is a rookie with 3 armor, so
X-ray neutralized.
as long as they're not flanking, I haven't actually paid attention to their
Affirmative.
perks. Aggression and Slayer on this one? That's bad. Cautious. Aggression. We could charge. And we'd be flanking that one? Yeah.
Moving to firing position.
I was thinking we could flush the one that has
Roger that.
Slayer and Aggression, but this should do perfectly well. Alright, that leaves the most dangerous of the group missing. We're doing so well, I'm going to push forward instead of staying in the smoke. It was a nice thought, but it looks unnecessary. And what will our shots be?
Got it. Moving.
Okay, maybe up here will be something. And we've got some explosives to dish out, but I don't think it'll be
That's affirmative.
necessary. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can weaken these guys.
Grenade out.
Survey says no. If you hit them with the edge and they've got good cover, it's not worth it. Keep them pinned down. They are flanked. Oh, your mind fray failed even. Yeah, really, their most dangerous, the crit is the killer. And it's really only a one-shot killer if they've got Slayer. Otherwise, it can just be kind of a serious wound. And with enough armor, even that's not too much trouble. They can whittle you down pretty reliably with the mental powers, but alright. Well, now it's just time for the jaws of the trap to close on these guys.
Aye, aye, Commander.
There's nothing a sectoid can do to a fully armored human with a shotgun one-on-one. There is the off chance that I could whiff if I came in with this character. A less than fully armored character, on the other hand, could easily suffer a horrible fate.
On the move.
Let's just take our 1 in 3 chance of dealing some damage. Ah, very
Another
nice.
day, another successful operation.
Alright, Operation Defiant Fear wraps up pretty quickly. Alright, 3 wounds and 5 specialists. And of course, these guys all made it to Corporal. Lance Corporal. Is a pretty smooth early game mission. 10 Elerium, 20 alloys. Everything was damaged. But those drones and of course the alien crash site stuff really does help out. Let's remember to sell that stuff. And I don't know. Okay, we've got a decent stock of stuff. We need to save up money for excavation when the access lift finishes. Okay, where are you?
Commander,
32
we're
hours
tracking
now.
Several reported abductions via the hologlobe. I've got the coordinates locked in.
Moderate, and that was like what, 0 time at all? Yeah. Okay, now's the point where I don't want to send all of these guys. We'll just send some after we pick out a level for this one, and we'll send like 3 rookies and 3 specialists, and we'll keep 2 specialists in reserve. The ones with low health or low time remaining, like I'll probably send Nabiha, Yoshiko, and Akaba, along with 3 rookies to deal with that in the next episode. Yeah. Of course, we've had 1 down. That was our very first mission. Hate you, sectoids. And a little cash coming up will give us the chance to dig this out. And if we take this mission and get the money from it, that should be enough to build 1, maybe even both of our steam generators, because we are running a little short on power. Plus, we'll get 2 satellites up and running this month. And those...
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity. Additional uplink
we should definitely...
required.
We'll probably drop 1 on France and the UK, and Europe will be about as secure as any continent can get. The other continents don't look so bad. Looks like Asia's probably gonna tank pretty hard. If we're lucky, America will stay in the shot, stay in the game. But we also haven't lost our first country yet, and it could be anywhere. All right, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and maybe learned something, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, my friends, farewell, and thanks for watching.